Members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I got an invite to join Brother Josh Turner for tonight. Uh, he sent me an invite, so I'm going to try to join him through StreamYard. So he, I believe he's doing a live. I don't know if it's from with his name or from Pure Run on Table, but that's what I'll be doing. I'll be joining him tonight live. I'm gonna be going live with him tonight. He sent me a link. So for those that were following me through the other source that I just came on, um, I'll wait to see if anybody shows up here. How you doing, Sister Ivy? Brother Josh Turner sent me a link to join him live. How you do, Exuberance? Brother Josh Turner sent me a link to join him live. So I'm gonna try to join him live. I believe he's with Pararun. I'm gonna join his live real quick. I don't know how long he's gonna go live, but he's gonna go live. He sent me a link to join him. Hopefully, it's been one of those days that I've been having all kinds of technical difficulties. You see, right here you can see me close up compared to how I was looking in that other location I was in. I looked very small. That I was trying to figure out my left from my right there. Yeah, sister, brother Just Turner sent me a link because he knows I'm having technical difficulties. Uh, so I wanted to talk about the Llorona, but you say it sounds good. I could keep on a little bit here, speak about it, and I can always join him. I think I had like 80 something followers over there. But he did want to, he wanted to do a show with me. He sent me a link to StreamYard. I can try to attempt to join him in StreamYard. I mean, to join him over there. Uh, yeah. So I'm kind of like caught up in a bind right now. Because he sent me a link because he knew I was having technical difficulties, and he wanted me to join. So I'm just gonna continue, and once I'll finish my live, I can always join them. Uh, so I'm gonna continue here because I know I had like 80 something viewers over there, and I moved over here through YouTube. So I'm gonna continue to speak here, brothers and sisters. My name is Abe C.S. I'm the creator of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Like again, I want to apologize to the people for the technical difficulties that I had. I want to apologize to my primo Jesse Carvajal, to brother Josh Turner. We're having technical difficulties, and hopefully I'll be able to correct the problems that I was having tomorrow. But as for right now, the show must go on. And I don't want to be jumping from place to place. I just want to continue with the show. What I want to speak about. This is something dealing with. In the morning, there was certain people that came from different areas. People that subscribed because they were listening to what I was saying. Some people were from Houston. Some people were from India, and some people were from New England. And they were listening to what I was speaking about. The thing that cut they had them listening when I was talking about the balance of what to do, not to do, and stuff like that. But we started talking about the balance, dealing with the la brujas and brujos, in which the person that was here early in the morning from Houston. She spoke to me, and she said that's how she grew up, and she remembers certain things, and she lives near the ocean. So when we compare the harpies, which are lechuzas, and then we got the sirens, right? Sirens that are from the ocean. They're the ones that had slept with the Watchers that created the Nephilim, right? So I was telling them that the brujas, the which are the harpies, lechuzas, and there's brujas along the coast too, that they worship the sirens. So you got witches that worship the the harpies, and you got witches that worship the sirens, in which they still consider themselves sisters because that's the manifestation they took when they slept with women, and they have followers that worship them. So basically, what I'm saying to y'all is a lechuza and a siren consider themselves as sisters. That's what they consider themselves, sisters. How you doing, brother Joe Breezy? Uh, so that's what the topic is tonight. Uh, is about is things dealing in that nature. But one other topic that this, yeah, sister witches. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And how do I know this, brothers and sisters? Is because my grandmother was a dark witch. When I was a kid, I didn't know she was a dark witch to the day of her funeral. I had cousins that were like 30 years older than me. When I was 10, there was 30. And I remember I was one of the pallbearers as a kid. As I was a pallbearer, I remember my older cousins when we were taking her to the. We're in the back of the hearse, and they were singing the song hi ho, the wicked witch is dead." And I was like, "Why are you disrespecting grandma like that?" And that's when they told me that she was a dark witch, that she was a dark witch. That's why they were singing that song. Uh, I don't, it's one thing about witches like that, that they they still show you kindness and stuff like that. You just don't know what they're really about, because they keep that in secrecy. The things that they do is mainly at nighttime, around this time frame, 3 in the morning. That's when they do those works. I remember many incidents that I recall now that will make sense of what they were saying to me, of what she was about. But one thing that I noticed is this, brothers and sisters. In her restroom, she had a shower, and the shower looked like a cave, right? Kind of like you said that look like the kind of minerals that are in the ocean, like coral, something in that nature. And in her in her in her restroom, she always had pictures of mermaids, right? Picture of mermaids. And I remember sometimes she would say that they were her sisters, right? And I was just looking at my grandmother like, those are mermaids, Uh, but what it is that there's certain brujas, the ones that live inland, like away from the ocean. They believe in the harpies, or which is the form that we know in Spanish is the lechuza. The ones that live near the ocean, they worship the sirens. So you got some that are inland and some near the coast. Houston, Florida, anything along the coast. They worship what's in the ocean. But at the same time, what they have in common is the creation of the Watchers, right? Which would be the Nephilim, or anything that got created by them. That they're not amongst us in the flesh, but they're in spirit, which I call the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. That's what they have in common is that creation, in which They're demonic in nature, and they're affiliated with the witches that gave birth to them, which they are the demons, and they're the demons that follow the orders and that they work for. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know, I need to speak about this to y'all right now before, I know Brother Josh Turner is sending me things that he wants me to join him. Uh, I'm just letting you know that the familiars or the things that they summon is that is the creation of the harpy and the sirens, which is the DDN, the disembodied demonic Nephilim. They might not be here in the flesh, but they're here in spirit, and they're demonic because the watchers became demons, and the harpies, which was the women, the harpies and the sirens, they became demonic also. They changed form. So those are what assist them, the the harpies and the lechusa, or the harpies and the sirens. That's what assists them when the people that worship them, right? I believe Cousin Jesse said that the main witch or the main owl, lechusa, that was created first was Lilith. When they said that she changed into a form, the form that she changed was into the first lechusa, the first owl, which was Lilith when she left the Garden of Eve. So she's the first owl, the first lechusa. So if that's the manifestation that she took, it will make sense that when the Watcher slept with with uh, with women, they changed into the same form that Lilith uh, formed to for and against God will be lechusas and harpies. Yes, yes. So that's what the topic is. I know Brother Josh Turner keeps on sending me messages to join. I'm just going to talk a little bit more about this with y'all. I mean, I really want to get in depth with this with y'all. He wants me to join him on his live. Sister Madeline, I don't know if Sister Madeline is still here or not. He wants me to join him on his live, but I just feel that then I need to talk about this. That it's for some reason, I had already prepped for what I had to speak about. I was gonna have some guests and I was gonna talk about this. I know Brother Josh sent me the link and he's going live right now himself. But I feel that I have to talk about this, brothers and sisters. I'm a person that I keep my promises, and I don't want to back out of this right now because if I back out of what I've been trying to say to the people, then I might not, never remember what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I feel that I have to speak about this. Okay, how you doing, Sister Madeline? Uh, I could always what I could always do, brothers and sisters, is I just feel that I had to speak to you about this. I believe it's very important, and it makes a lot of sense spiritually of connecting the dots, right? How there is a lot of witchcraft and necromancy inland and near the ocean that we have to be careful. I remember when my grandmother passed away, brothers and sisters, before, that I remember at the funeral home where a gust of wind opened the doors and something came in the doors. When that happened, it's kind of like there was no time. And I seen true druid like tall beings that walked in. You couldn't see their faces. They were very tall. And there was something on the ground that was moving like a snake. It didn't, it was like crawling. It was like crawling on the ground, right? Uh, I remember all the people that were inside the funeral home were family members. There were family members they wouldn't move. Nobody was moving. This guy, it's like time stop. Whatever conversations they were having, it's like they were frozen. Like there was no time. And I was seeing this three beings. Two were standing, one was on the ground crawling, and they went all the way to the front to where my grandmother's coffin was. The one that was crawling on the ground went up and got and said something to her when she was in her coffin, and then they moved backwards. They didn't turn around. They moved backwards. That she was crawling backwards, and the two beside her were walking backwards. They walked backwards. I could never see their faces. Uh, the when they walked out, the doors closed. So when the doors closed, it's like time went back to normal. As time went back to normal, uh, it's like nobody knew really what happened. My sister says she remembers that. My sister Beatrice says she remembers this, but the most of the family members they don't remember what happened. You know, I asked my mother if she remember what of that incident. She didn't remember it. Uh, it's like it's like only like the kids could see what happened. The children was able to see that. You know, I witnessed that. So I know that this and where I come from, brothers and sisters, the ocean is only like 20 miles away from my house. So that's why I tell you that about the balance, about that there is the harpists and sirens do exist, and they consider themselves sisters, hermanas. They call themselves a sisterhood because they believe in the same things. Yes. How you doing, Sister Neva's Angel? I'm sorry. Some technical difficulties with my computer. I'm going to work on it tomorrow, see if I can get it fixed. I am going to try to do a live with Brother Josh Turner. Go join him and come here. But man, I got a pretty good viewership right now. But you know, he's been coming to me, so I think it's only right that I go to him. But I might continue. I might go over there, be live with him for a little bit, then could probably come back over here, because he's doing live over there. Yeah, this, and if y'all still up, you know, I can continue to do a live early in the morning after I come back from over there. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So like that, if I get my computer fixed tomorrow, and I can talk about this more in depth. You know, I really wanted to talk to y'all about the Llorona, about the legend of the Llorona. You know what's weird about this, brothers and sisters? What's what's the difference between the Llorona to me of what I feel? She's a mixture of both because she travels on land, but where does she travel on land? Near what? Near a water source. So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think, because we know about the legend of the Llorona, that there was a woman that she was messing with a married man, and that he didn't want to be with her. She blamed her children, so then she drowned her children, right? So God punished her to roam earth, looking for her children in the creeks and whatever there was a water source. But what they have in common to me, of what I've sensed, is what lives in the water? A siren. What's in the land? Through the woods? The lechuza. So is it possible that by what she did, God punished her in the form how he punished Lilith, how you punished the woman that slept with the Watchers, which they turned into lechuzas and sirens. Is she a mixture of both? That's the bigger question, right? Because people even see her in the water, on top of the water. They see her inland all the time. So is she a mixture of both? When we think of how God punished her to roam the earth, well, He's punished people like that before, and we know that they're here, right, in spirit. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. That was her punishment, but if she got punished that way, it's not something good that she did, right? Killing her children. So there has to be something there in which, for her to be roaming the earth, searching for her children, the places that she roams the earth is a source of water and land. But what I'm saying is, when people spot her, she's always in white, right? Dressed in white because she wanted to be married with this guy, but they always see her in white with a white veil. Sometimes they see her in water, they see her walking on the land, but her punishment is to roam earth looking for her children. All I'm saying, because of the evil deeds in which brujas do evil deeds, that to me, I believe she's in sense away in between there, where she might have other capabilities that we don't even know about, besides her just crying looking for her children. But if that's a punishment that the God gave her to roam the earth looking for her children, that will make sense why she's always crying looking for her children. I'm just saying, it's the water source which is always looking for her children, because that's where it happened. Yeah. But me just thinking of the punishment of the woman that slept with the Watcher, their punishment was harpies and sirens. The punishment of Lilith, she became the first harpy, or the first owl, how cousin Jesse said. The Llorona, she killed her children, and that's all the places she roams is the creeks, the lakes, the ponds, and stuff like that. There's where she roams looking for her children. But in saying that, I wanted to say that I wish I could have my cousins and all that with me, and brother Just Turner. But I believe tomorrow, if I can get this computer fixed, I'll be able to have him on here so we can speak about this even more in depth. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know that I'm going to go over there to PRT and go join them, because he's been joining me. And I'll see y'all over there at PRT, Paranormal Roundtable with Brother Josh Turner. Yes, Andres, there was a lot of curses. There's been a lot of curses that God has cursed a lot of people, man. And only God knows, right? Only He knows what's. So that's where I'm going, brothers and sisters. It's to Paranormal Roundtable. Brother Just Runner has been joining me here. I'm the one having the technical difficulties, so that's where I'll be at. Thank y'all for tuning in. It was a real quick talk. I just had to let it out, so like that tomorrow, if I can get my computer working right, y'all can refresh me on what you had to speak about. I had to let it out. I couldn't keep it within me. And saying that, peace out, everybody. Y'all have a blessed evening. Okay. I'm over here messing with my computer and it's on my phone. I'm trying to log out and I'm over here with my computer like this, but it's on my phone.